It's August 31st, Monday, and means it's time for the Master Pattern Report with your host, Dr. Bob Flower. All right, I think this report's going to be entitled World Conspiracy, and you'll see why in a few minutes. But first, let's look at our week in review. Oil acted just as we've predicted. It's been in that 7 to 8 point trading range. It actually may dip a little lower over the next several weeks, but we're looking for a larger upswing very soon here, probably the beginning of October, the end of September, beginning of October. Gold and silver slid from their highs as we predicted. Gold, silver got down around that $14 level, and maybe even a little below that, nothing to be concerned about at this time. Same thing with gold. And the Japanese yen stayed strong, which we've been playing that scenario, and the dollar weak, and we've been playing that scenario too. That may reverse itself, but I don't think it's going to be something on a permanent basis or on a long-term basis. So let's look at what this week is bringing us. We're looking at volume picking up towards Thursday or Friday of this week, and we're looking for a S&P larger move on Friday, the 4th. Okay, so keep alert on that and get your spreads ready. Silver, by the way, we're now charting silver on our computerized system, and although it's not updated, we think we can make a call here. Silver's getting ready to make a move on the 21st of September, so stay alert. We hope to have a directional move for you on that before the 21st. The directional, as you know, our predictions are generally on the size and the time calls. The direction, even though we know in advance many times on the S&Ps and on some of the currencies, we don't divulge that information. By the way, we're now 105 out of 107 calls. We missed one DJI called several weeks ago by 8 points, so we're going to have to take a hit on that one. As we reported last week, the British government made a deal with Libya for an oil contract, a $5 billion oil contract or something of that magnitude, for the Lockerbie killer, and don't expect any change in our position with our relations with Britain because of this. But you can expect more stuff like this coming out all over the world, of things of this nature, countries selling out, and various types of deals coming to the forefront. And of course, including our country. Real estate may be bottoming in price, maybe, but not in marketing period. In fact, that'll go up due to a number of issues. Finance is not good and does not look like it's going to get any better. And regulatory issues are really hurting the market significantly, and will continue to hurt the market dramatically and pick up as time goes on. You're going to see a lot of confusion in this market. Some of these markets will look like nothing ever happened. Other of them will look like total disasters. They already do. But then you'll see some markets falling apart because of the inability to deal with the regulatory issues and the high cost involved, such as like environmental and local agencies, things of that sort. As they look to get their piece of your lungs. And speaking of that, Law and Order continues to break down from the top down. It's usually happens the other way around, but it is breaking down from the top down. They're breaking laws like crazy here. that being the case, how far behind can anarchy be? No. Yes, folks. We definitely think that you're going to see some very, very serious breakdowns here. Now, let's talk about this worldwide conspiracy thing. That's our headlines for the day. Our pattern is showing a move to, there's a move underfoot to change the U.S. currency. Change it to a worldwide currency, which would mean that the U.S. dollar, the euro, and probably some Asian funds, currencies, will all come together and formulate a new type of currency, right? Which will be heavily discounted, so that your $1,000 will be worth $100. Okay, and why are they doing this? It's because things are out of control financially. They can't deliver the type of goods and services that they've promised us. This utopia of socialism and communism and fascism it doesn't work. And the corruption on behalf of governments and, of course, large corporations is hurting us. We're now at the point where I think our worldwide debt is over $100 trillion. $100 trillion. The numbers come so easy to me these days. What's $1 trillion? $100 trillion. Well, I'll tell you how big that is. They were considering, the governments, that is, this consortium of governments, was considering maybe the gold standard. But then they found out that in order to make us all whole, gold would have to be priced at $50,000 an ounce. And they couldn't do that because there's a couple of countries around that are big in gold and would become overwhelmingly powerful, such as Africa and Russia, and they couldn't very well allow that. So that is out the windows. But there are moves afoot for devaluing, reconstituting the dollar and other currencies, and revaluating upward other assets. Now, I can't tell you what those other assets are right now, and nor am I allowed to. But we will be discussing this. There are more and more constraints that are being put on people, and the only way it looks like we're going to get out of this, it doesn't look like we're going to get out of it, but the only way we are going to get out of it, if we can, is there's got to be a lot of action on behalf of people, especially our seniors, because if this devaluation occurs, it is they that are going to be hurt the most. So the 60s generation is not dead. It is now becoming their opportunity to be the greatest generation. Okay. We're going to be holding. I've got some book signings coming up. Got some lectures coming up. I'm trying to do one towards the end of September, beginning of October, which will be on all of this stuff. I want you to go to our website, look at our website, and see what's being posted there. Our book signing on September 26th. And our workshop on September 20th in White Plains. And drop us a word and let us know what's going on with you. All right, have a great week, and I'm sorry, but see you next week.